The internet is in complete disarray after a shocking discovery that shocked the world of love and hip-hop. Mena recently accused guys of giving her during a night that she claims altered her. We are just done absorbing Yandy Smith's dramatic meltdown when she wept on Live, saying Erica slept with her husband, and now Erica has punched back with an allegation that has left fans in shock. In an emotional voice message that emerged only hours earlier, Erica can be heard saying, "He gave me something I didn't know was happening." She stopped short of saying what truly occurred, but the implication has created an internet uproar. Within minutes, Yandy Smith went live from the bathroom, visibly shivering, yelling into the camera, and calling Erica lying a snake. Snake emotions ran high as hundreds tuned in to witness Yandy freak out Live. "You want to go there? Okay, we'll go there, just cross the border." While wiping tears and pacing back and forth, the quarrel has grown beyond the three of them. Mama Scott is said to be upset that castmates are taking sides. People are now wondering everything. Is Erica speaking the truth, or has this revenge gone too far? Everything changed as soon as Erica's voice note leaked. The video was just a minute long, but it was powerful enough to break apart whatever small piece remained between her and Yandy. Erica sounded tired, like as she held on. "I've kept this hidden for far too long. He gave me something I didn't recognize, but after that I don't remember anything," she said in a trembling voice. Her comments reverberated throughout social media like a bomb went off, prompting some to wonder whether this was more than just a little reality TV spat. Within an hour, every gossip site had republished the recording. Fans were battling in the comments section, seeking to coordinate the date. Was this the night Yandy said Erica spent with Men's? And if so, what exactly happened behind closed doors at Yandy's? Liv went up soon after the release, and it was far from tranquil. She stood in front of the mirror, crimson mascara flowing down her cheeks, and shouted into it. Her phone, "Don't you dare twist the facts, and don't ever lie to my husband like that." She raised her voice, breaking in the middle. The Liv went viral instantly within minutes, with over 50,000 onlookers seeing Yandy tear crying in live camera, gripping her chest as if she couldn't breathe, yelling Erica accused of aiming to destroy her family. "This is my marriage. This is my children's father. You're playing with this. There's no storyline anymore. This is my real life," she wrote on Facebook. Fans flooded the comments, some praising Yandy, others imploring her to calm down, and many were surprised and startled, some even doubting Erica's statement. Meanwhile, Erica remained silent after the disclosure. Her team did not release a comment, and she did not publish anything. But just as things seemed to be settling down, Erica's close friend revealed even more frightening details in a now-deleted post. The buddy added that Erica told her about the night months ago, but was too frightened to say anything because felt like no one would believe her. She stated she felt like her body wasn't hers. She said Mendeecees was very lovely before offering her anything to drink, the friend added. This comment only inflamed. The internet erupted with theories. Was Erica a victim? Were Mendeecees concealing something? Or was this just payback from a woman spurned by more cast members? One unknown castmate said that they saw Erica leave Mena's hotel room about 3:00 a.m. "I'm looking dazed and wearing the same outfit she was wearing earlier that evening. She was not herself." A castmate reported that she didn't even say goodbye to anybody. She just walked out and did not return to the filming the next day. Scott, who had been unusually silent among the chaos, abruptly broke her silence with a cryptic post. "Truth always finds the light." Fans viewed it as a sign that the show's creators may know more than they're revealing. Rumors circulated that there was a behind-the-scenes footage of the event in question. According to some accounts, cameras were operating during a cast after-party. As Yandy's internet popularity grew, fans noticed that Mendeecees had failed to respond, had not made a single comment. His Instagram remained quiet, his usual encouraging postings and exercise videos vanished, and people demanded answers. Why isn't Mendeecees defending? One admirer said, "If he is innocent, why is he so quiet?" Others mentioned that he might be keeping silent on the advice of his legal team, fearful that this would escalate into anything more than a reality show scandal. According to sources, Yandy threatened to remove her children off the television until the network cleared Mendeecees' name. Manipulating her family for ratings have left her feeling deceived. One source said that she felt the program would protect her family and prevent her husband from being labeled as a monster. The problem was worsened when a fan uploaded an old tape from a reunion special during which Mendeecees made a joke about how girls sometimes forget what really happened. The film, which had previously gone unnoticed, resurfaces with terrified fans scrutinizing every word, pointing out how uncomfortable Erica was at the same program. The video quickly went viral, reigniting the debate and making the internet even more vicious. Late that night, Yandy's closest friend posted a long piece defending her. "You have no idea what she is going through. She is struggling to keep her family together as a lady she once considered a friend lies on her husband." The message stated, "Yandy gave Erica a chance when no one else would, and this is how she repays her. No, we're not going to stay quiet longer." The loyalty in that letter sparked even more disagreement. Some praised Yandy for having friends who stuck by her, while others labeled it a cover-up. In the midst of it all, Samantha Mendes' ex and mother of one of his children entered the discussion. She went live and said, "I'm not saying Erica is lying, but I will say that when I was with Mendeecees, there were evenings that didn't seem right, but I never talked about it because I didn't want to jeopardize my son's bond with his father." Her statements caused an unexpected shockwave. It wasn't only Erica's word against Yan's. A pattern seemed to be emerging, and people began to mistrust all they thought they knew about Mendeecees as the night progressed. Fans began comparing it to other high-profile incidents, and hashtags such as #Justice4EA and #DefendYandy trended alongside each other, prompting celebrities to join in, with some unexpectedly supporting Erica and others expressing compassion for Yandy throughout. The entertainment world was watching, waiting, and speculating, but the most dramatic moment came when Yandy, after hours of silence after her explosive live, tweeted a picture of her wedding ring on the table with the caption, "I'm not sure who to trust anymore." Yandy stunned the fans. Starting to distrust Minx. Was the strain too much? The comments poured in, with some urging her to stay strong, some pushing her to walk away, and a few wondering whether it was all a carefully fabricated story. Nobody knew for sure, and just as fans were trying to understand the emotional weight of that message, another video appeared that would significantly alter the story once again. The second piece of video shared was from an unpublished confessional interview with Erica that took place weeks before the scandal arose. Nobody knew how it got out, but once it reached the internet, it spread like wildfire. In the video, Erica is seen sitting on a velvet couch. "I'm not sure whether I should say this, but I can't keep lying to myself about what happened that night." Her eyes were hazy and her tone was softer than usual. Seeing me, she stopped to compose herself, and DC's brought me a drink, claiming it was to help me calm down. I trusted him, but after that, everything became a blur. The rawness in her voice, the way her hands trembled as she spoke, horrified spectators. This wasn't the usual Erica, who lashed out with snark and rage. This was a woman who seemed crushed. The recording ended before she could complete her story, but the damage was already done. People who had previously questioned her began changing their minds. The tide of public opinion started to shift, and Yandy had not responded on the confessional video, but watchers observed she promptly removed the picture of her wedding ring once suspicions were raised. Was she hiding anything? Had she seen the whole interview before it leaked? Or was she now considering the possibility that Erica's claims were true? Blobs accepted every supposition possible, aggravating an already difficult situation like a full-fledged public circus. Some even claimed that Yandy and the producers tried to hide the recording until someone on the inside revealed it. Backstage, production on music was reportedly rising. Planned episodes of the program where halted cast members were advised not to speak to the press. Many sources said that Minx had quit showing up to scheduled filming days, allegedly out of fear that someone may approach him. Even concert security was supposedly increased in case emotions erupted on stage. One source described the sensation as perilous, saying, "You can feel it in the air. Nobody trusts anybody now." While Yandy Erica, who had previously avoided social media, broke her silence with the comments were flooded with admiration, with many admiring her boldness. Some urged her to continue coming out, while others questioned her timing, wondering why she waited so long to tell her story. But one thing was certain, people were more attentive than ever before. Then came the most unexpected surprise yet. A former men's assistant, who had worked with him for almost a year, came forward. In an exclusive interview with the Gossip magazine, she claimed to have witnessed him provide he delivered an unlabeled pill to a woman at a party, saying it was only something to help. She claimed to be relaxed, but then she started acting weirdly, like if she wasn't. When asked whether it may have been the identical situation Erica recounted, the assistant hesitated, said, "I wouldn't be surprised." This revelation added in a new dimension to the story, and viewers were no longer wondering whether Erica was telling the truth. Instead, they were wondering how many other women could have hashtags like #ExposeMendeecees and #AleveErica began trending, and celebrities who had previously worked with him began silently unfollowing him on social media. The pressure was building, and everyone was waiting to see how Yandy would react. Would she continue to protect her husband, or would she eventually start asking questions? Behind the scenes, people believed Yandy was disintegrating. She indicated that she had not spoken with Mendeecees in over a week and was staying at a friend's house with her children. She feels humiliated, sad, and unsure who to trust. According to another insider, her image, marriage, and brand are all at stake right now, and no matter what she says or does, someone will be outraged. Yandy hired a private investigator to look into Mendeecees' history, especially when he connected with Erica. Meanwhile, Mendeecees finally broke his silence, but not in the way everyone expected. Instead of leaving, he published a single black and white photo of himself whenever he made a video or went live, in a serious prayer entitled "God Knows the Truth." The comments were quickly divided, with some fans seeing it as a desperate attempt to play victim, while others saw it as a smart manner of rejecting the charges without overtly addressing the problem, which only made things worse. Late one night, a podcast episode was uploaded featuring a former show producer. The show had been filmed some weeks prior. The uproar, but in it, the producer hinted at some unpleasant realities about the performers that we could not reveal. He said things that would ruin people's lives if they got out, but he didn't name them. Fans connected the dots and believed he was speaking with Mendeecees and Erica. The timing of the release could not have been better or worse, depending on your point of view. Under considerable public pressure, she decided to go live again, this time seeming exhausted. I don't know what to say now that she's despondent. With no makeup or glamour and just a hoodie covering her, she began her speech softly. "I love my partner. I want to believe he would never do anything like this. Yet I hear others stepping. It's too much. I can't ignore it." She paused to wipe away a tear. "I need to protect my children, and if that means leaving someone I care about, maybe that is what I need to do with her." Fans were caught aback when the woman who had earlier shouted into the camera to preserve her marriage acknowledged that she. When Yandy began to doubt himself, fans flooded the live stream with encouragement. "Yandy, we've got you. Stay strong. Queen, you deserve the truth." Others told her to end her relationships with men immediately. But the most prevalent reaction was the same question asked repeatedly. What happens now? As if on cue, few moments after Yandy took her life, a new note emerged in Erica's tale. It wasn't a video or an audio message. It was just one phrase written in white lettering on a scarlet background. "I wasn't the only admirer who was taken aback." Did she mean there were more women? Was this her way of expressing it more? Surprises were on the way, and the tension was unbearable. All eyes returned to Mendeecees and the silence. The noises surrounding him got even louder, and just when it seemed that things couldn't be much more chaotic, another person arrived. Nobody expected someone who had been quiet for years to emerge in the photograph. Samantha Wallace, VC's former wife and mother, was the second to speak. One of his children had not been involved in the earlier event and had been retained. Erica maintained a low profile for years, but when she tweeted the strange phrase, "I'm not the only one," Samantha clearly felt it was time to speak out. Within hours, she went live on her page, and although her tone was calm, her words struck like grenades. "I was not going to say anything," she began with an enigmatic expression. "But some of you have asked me whether I understood what Mendeecees was really like, and to be honest, I knew." She drew a long breath, her voice strained. "There's a reason I fought so hard to keep my child away from some folks. I distanced myself because I noticed his movements and manipulation. It wasn't always physical. It could also be emotional, psychological, or the conversation erupted with people clamoring for more information, but Samantha refused to supply any. Nonetheless, her disclosure sent the internet into a frenzy. Erica leveled allegations against someone who had lived with Mendeecees, co-parented with him, and witnessed him in his private life, indirectly corroborating the claims, and the web of suspicion became thicker. And fans began correlating stories, periods, and circumstances that had previously been dismissed because Yandy had not answered. Samantha's life was made public, but sources claimed she was distressed behind the scenes. According to a rumor source, Yandy is starting to believe she never actually knew him. She feels tricked, just like her. The whole marriage may have been built on falsehoods. According to the program's producers, numerous scenes from the upcoming season had to be re-edited, while others were totally eliminated from the show. Erica's future was now uncertain, with stories circulating that sponsors were threatening to withdraw out at the same time. She continued fanning the flames with another worrisome post, this time sharing a screenshot of a journal entry. It was dated 2021 and shrouded for privacy, but the phrases, "He slipped me something," were clearly visible, while the subtitles simply said proof. While skeptics questioned her aims, her supporters accepted it as gospel. The comment section was filled with words like, "We believe you and appreciate you for being brave enough to speak up." And people who had previously dismissed her as dramatic now saw her as a surviving mind. But there was complete silence, no new postings, no comments, not even a story insider. He claimed to have deleted his primary phone and was using a burner for one person. He claimed to be laying low in Atlanta, living with an old friend and refusing to take press calls. According to producers, he had even cut off contact with Yandy, telling mutual acquaintances, "It's better if we don't talk right now. I need to clear my mind." However, things only got worse once a video from years ago surfaced showing Mendeecees on a panel discussion. He joked that some females needed to be humiliated and that a little drink might change everything. But despite his playful tone, followers stopped laughing. The video spread like wildfire on social media among users. Celebrities revealed what they characterized as a confession concealed in plain sight. Activists and bloggers alike spread the message, "Believe women." Amid the chaos, Camilla, Yandy's best friend, decided to intervene and go live to defend Yandy. "Look, you don't know what she's going through right now. Yandy is strong, but it's hurting her. I've seen her cry and ask questions. Everything, but don't treat her like she's a part of the issue. She's a victim too." However, her argument did not calm the angry supporters who thought Yandy needed to take a tougher stance and stop sitting on the fence. The show's makers eventually broke their silence with a cryptic statement. "We are aware of recent incidents involving members of We Take All accusations seriously and are conducting a thorough internal investigation." Many fans were outraged since the message made no mention of any specific persons. Some threatened to boycott the network until Mendeecees was pulled off the air, while others called for a reunion special. As the issue escalated, all attention was focused on the accusations, demanding accountability and genuine answers. Other reality stars started. Cardi wrote, "These guys are smiling in your face and doing faux. Do not ignore red signals behind closed doors, ladies." Although she didn't mention Mendeecees by name, everyone knew who she was referring to. Countless other influencers and former castmates expressed similar emotions. as if the entire industry had shifted. It was back on him overnight, and then came another surprise. An anonymous woman contacted a popular gossip website. She claimed she had a similar situation with Mendeecees back in 2019. She chose to remain anonymous and sent photographs of past Democrats' foggy images of make statements, but she's making provisions in case this becomes even uglier. Fans who once adored Yandy is suddenly rallying behind her, calling her a victim of emotional betrayal, and Erica seemed more strong than ever, hinting at a tell-all interview while maybe even a book deal in a live video. During a Q&A session with fans, she said, "You wouldn't believe half of what I've gone through if I told you." She didn't provide exact dates, names, or events, but she promised more. Revelations had everyone glued to their screens, and just when everyone thought everything had peaked, a fresh voice entered the story. Someone who had been quiet all along, but whose opinion might turn everything upside down. The new voice that surprised everyone emerged from an unexpected place, Men's Own. For weeks, mother Judy Harris had kept a low profile, refusing to give interviews. Judy ignored media requests and avoided social media. But as the charges piled up and the internet became a whirlwind of condemnation, she eventually broke her silence in a video broadcast to her private. Judy stood in her kitchen with no makeup on, looking weary and clearly shaken. "I raised my child with love and respect," she added in a shaky voice. "I'm not sure who this man is that they're talking about. This is not the men I know. But if my child has been injured, women, I too, deserve to know the truth." The video went viral quickly, and fans were some sympathized with Judy's anguish, feeling that no mother could be prepared. Others accused her of assisting and making explanations as required. She accepted additional responsibility, but no one could deny that her words had an impact. Changed the mood. This was no longer simply a media circus, but a devastated family. Yandy, who has yet to make a formal public comment, is dealing with immense remorse and anguish. Watching the implications unfold with rising tension, those close to her believe she viewed Judy's video and broke down in tears, according to one source. Believe her husband, on the other hand, and she cannot ignore the gravity of what is being said. She does not want to do harm. She cherishes the family they have built, but she also refuses to live a lie. Meanwhile, Erica wasn't slowing down in only hours. Following Judy's video, Erica posted another explosive Instagram story. Nevertheless, there was a short film from what seemed to be a security camera. The footage was not perfectly clear, but it did show two people, one of whom seemed to be a man, outside a nightclub in New York. The time matched the night Erica said something life-changing in the video she posted. "This was the night. Remember this?" and dubbed Mendeecees instantly. The internet almost exploded, with hundreds of fans joining. Within hours of watching the clip, comparing clothing, enhancing looks, and even hiring amateurs to study body language, someone was able to match Mendeecees' outfit from the clip to a photo he uploaded years ago on the same night. One indication persuaded many doubters that Erica had been telling the truth all along, and media outlets picked it up. The headline said, "Shocking proof emerges: Mendeecees and Erica. Yandy's life falls apart the night she claims to have been." The new film corresponds to Erica's timeline as the dispute grew, attracting attention from big media outlets outside of the love and hip-hop communities, as well as women's advocacy. Organizations started demanding an investigation. Yandy's quiet became more audible than ever, and followers flocked to her page to baby her. To communicate anything, hashtags like #StandWithYandy and #YanDandyBreaks began trending, and some fans even began constructing side-by-side changes. Many old love and hip-hop programs trying to find clues that Mendeecees was hiding. Scenes in which he was overbearing, arrogant, or overly charming were altered. Yandy eventually broke down emotionally, but from a negative standpoint. She returned after her last session with no glitter, a cracked voice, and swollen eyes. "I didn't ask for this," she said softly. "I didn't want to be dragged through the dirt or have my marriage. I'm standing here now because I owe it to myself, my children, and any women watching. I'm not sure what to think, I don't know what I'm feeling anymore, but I know I'm crushed right now." Fans were devastated. Many others grieved with her, while some used her words to stress the need of listening to women who speak out. Yandy's lid closed with her saying, "I'm taking time away. I need to process, but I guarantee you I'm not going to keep quiet any longer." Mendeecees, who have yet to make a single remark, eventually buckle under the strain, according to someone close to him with whom he had a private discussion. The issue, and he would not be included in future episodes. Unofficially, he was suspended indefinitely, which shook the cast like an earthquake. Some applauded quietly. Some said that they no longer felt safe around him, while others were more concerned, wondering whether the network was abusing him. As a scapegoat, one thing was certain: love and hip-hop will never be the same. Erica and Yandy's conflict was just beginning. Erica took an unusual move by publicly approaching Yandy in a long piece. Wrote, "Yandy, I never meant to offend you. I never intended any of this to come between us, but the truth had to be revealed. You were my friend. You were supposed to protect ladies like me, not defend him. I hope that one day we may sit down, woman to woman, without cameras, lies, and just tell the truth." That message sent shockwaves across social media, and followers began to speculate whether the two ladies would ever meet. Some hoped for reconciliation, while others believed it was too late. But one thing was certain: the storyline had completely flipped, and Erica was no longer perceived as a loud reality TV celebrity, but rather as a voice for victims, women demanding accountability as other women came forward. Nothing is confirmed or factual, only hazy tales on Anonymous. Blogs hint on Twitter threads photos of half-deleted statements. The sensation was unsettling. It seems that this was just the tip of something much bigger. Individuals started to wonder about how many Mendeecees had buried secrets throughout the years, and how many individuals knew what kept silent until Yandy's mother joined the conversation, supporting her daughter with the heartfelt message, "My child is strong, but she is also human, and she trusted someone who may not have deserved it. Don't be judgmental." Her faithfulness was judged by the person who made her question her reality as everything unfolded. Film crews started. According to insiders, the new strategy calls for the creation of new content to replace the episodes, would focus on restoring accountability and addressing the repercussions of lost trust. The producer said, "This is no longer just about drama. It is about real consequences, real grief, and real lives." And just when everyone thought it couldn't get much more dramatic, Erica's lawyer announced that we were considering filing civil charges against Mendeecees for emotional distress, coercion, and psychological assault. The internet went crazy. If this went to court, everything would become public. Every text, message, and tape would be released. And if Erica won, Mendeecees' career may be irreversibly damaged. The stage was now set for a confrontation that no one saw coming. Erica Yandy had gone from being mocked and ignored to leading a wave of voices demanding justice. He was no longer just a loyal wife. He was a woman torn between love and truth. And according to Mendeecees, he was no longer just a reality star, but the center of a debate with the power to change everything. The civil lawsuit spread like wildfire, and the streets of social media kept flaming. Erica was no longer simply recounting her story. She was fighting for justice, not only for herself, but also for every woman who had ever felt silenced. Fans flooded her page with messages of support, memes evolved into movements, and the energy shifted completely in her favor, while Mink's paparazzi was nowhere to be found. Indicated he had left the city, while others said he was hiding out at a friend's house in Atlanta. Some outlets even stated that he may be considering leaving the country for a while to escape the pressure. His team issued a brief, vague statement disputing the claims and claiming Erica was clout chasing. But the damage had already been done, and fans expected answers rather than denials. Remained mute after her emotional life, withdrawing from public view and canceling appearances with close friends. Claimed that she was devastated and felt betrayed by everyone around her, including herself. Her confidence has crumbled under the weight of betrayal and uncertainty, and she is unsure who to trust. One friend said, It's as if her whole life just came apart in public. Behind the scenes, Love and Hip Hop's creators fought to maintain control over the storyline. They started contacting other cast members in an attempt to shift the focus and generate fresh stories in order to salvage